What's up? What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk Live. You're tuned into another episode. What's up with everybody? Hope you guys had a decent weekend. Hopefully you got to enjoy the Super Bowl. It was a good game. You know, KC did their thing. Shout out to KC for making it happen. Shout out to the 49ers for getting there. And man, shout out to everybody who got to go and watch the Super Bowl, have a good time, and do their thing, man. You know, keeping a positive going out there. Hopefully you guys have went and checked out Big Herc 916 on Instagram and YouTube. All about that positivity and motivation. To all those out there participating in the Wig Splitter Workout Challenge, shout out to you, man. Congrats on making a difference in your life. And if you haven't got a chance to check it out, go to wigsplitterworkout.com. You can still get the game on working out, nutrition, supplements, dieting, the whole nine. We have an ebook available. So, hey, go check out wigsplitterworkout.com and holler at us. If you're dealing with an issue where you might have to go to prison or jail and you're looking for consulting, hit us up at freshoutseries.com. And you can sign up for consulting. We could do FaceTime. We could do telephone. We can do in-person. We don't give legal advice, but we can make sure you don't get your wig split. So holler at us. If you're looking for some life coaching, some motivation, holler at me at bigherc916.com. And let's get it cracking. You know, we got new apparel dropping on freshoutseries.com. You know, pick you up a t-shirt, hoodie, and we also got that level 4. We got that man in the can, that yard time. A lot of you guys trying to get your buff on. Keep it simple, man. You could do man in the can, two drinks a day, and then have you 3 regular meals. So the man in the can is a perfect way to supplement your diet with a protein supplement and, you know, keep your carbs down low. You could also do the level 4, keep your test levels high so you could bust some cheeks. You know what I mean? Take you some level 4 once a day, and then yard time in the morning so that way you got a little energy. So, yeah, man, for all you guys out there, you OG cheek busters, go get you some level 4, man. That way you could make your girl happy. But, yeah, man, crazy story, man. This dummy, Young QC, wannabe rapper, this dude had his mom killed for the insurance money and then, you know, went and spent the money up, man. Went and started flossing, buying jewelry, you know, bought some dogs, bought a car, giving away money, you know, just pathetic, man. Fat ass dogs, what's up, man? Thanks for the donation. Were there skinheads in the prison you went to? No, not really. In the feds, man, you ain't got a bunch of skinheads. There's a couple cats in there that I knew from Huntington Beach. Shout out to Huntington Beach. They were up in there, some white cats. They was cool, you know what I mean? We couldn't really chop it up like that because of eyes. But as far as, wasn't nobody in there pushing no, you know, real big, you know, skinhead movement in the feds. People in the feds, man, I was in the feds, not the state of California. Most guys in the feds have been around money. They got a different mentality. It don't matter if they're white, Mexican, Asian, Armenian. They usually was about their paper. They caught a crime that affected interstate commerce. The only people in there who usually haven't had a crime with interstate commerce were Native Americans who got caught on Indian reservations committing crimes. And you have a lot of illegal entry. But other than that, you got kingpins, you got money launderers, you got embezzlers, you got bank robbers. You know, it's just a lot of people in there getting money. So no skinheads. But yeah, this dude, man, he killed his mom to go floss and then shot a music video and then started some new YouTube movement, you know, on his channel. Can you believe this clown, man? And they said his mom basically gave him everything he wanted. You know, what does that say for these youngsters out here, man? His mom gave him everything he wanted, bought him a car, he had a Camaro, bought him clothes, bought him designer stuff. She was a hairstylist. You know what I mean? This dude's caught up on trying to be something he wasn't. He paid a guy $70. The guy broke in the house, stabbed the mom, killed her. The boyfriend was laying in bed next to her. He fought him off and eventually, you know, was able to testify that he was the killer. But I mean, this dude, man, I mean, who does that? He got 99 years. The killer got 100 years. And the girl that was a getaway driver got 14 years. You know? This kid, man, his mom tried to keep him out of the game. You know, keep him away from gangs. And this guy's dad was a gang leader. He had already got convicted of murder in 1993 and was serving life. So here he is. He's going to prison where his dad is going to be at for killing his mom, having his mom killed. $70 is what the hitman got paid for the murder. Come on, man. This shit is crazy, man. These damn kids, man, it's like, you know, you want to be a rapper and you use your mom's insurance money to go floss? Yeah, kids nowadays are something else. Respect to my moms. Even though I ended up in the streets, she took me and got me clean. And now I'm shining as manager just like her. Yeah, man. It's like, man, yeah, he had his mom killed for insurance money. And she had her own hair salon. So he also, you know, I guess had, you know, inherited the hair salon. She tried to be a good parent, man. It wasn't nothing. I mean, this is just a piece of shit kid, man. She tried to keep him out the way, man. Keep him out of the gangs. The baby dad is already in prison for a murder. Sad, man. Can you go to the same block as your family? Yeah, man. I've seen a guy in the feds. I've seen a son and a dad in prison. I've seen brothers in prison together. Yeah. It happens. Yep, pure greed. No, it's beyond greed. This was a lazy punk. This dude was a punk right here, man. What are we talking about him for? Because it's an ignorant ass case. Shows you how stupid people are out there in the world. Yeah, he's from Chicago. He was a dummy. And this dude, you just a jackass, man. The insurance money wouldn't have lasted anyways. He would have been broken. Yes, right. 90 grand ain't shit. Straight dummy, man. Straight dummy. He gonna be sitting in there thinking about it a long time. You know, nobody's gonna be putting any money on his books. Yep, straight dummy, man. Oh man, you know, it's a cycle, man. You know, you don't have you have good people out there too, man. You just have some people out there, man, bad intentions, man. I don't know, you know, you don't know what gets inside somebody's head. They make the wrong choice. You can't take that back, man. I'm gonna do the shout-outs at the end for you guys. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. He's a damn dummy. Yep, no, 90 grand. Okay, he said he had 90 grand account, that including insurance. Well, he got 90 grand. Yeah, in 90 grand, I think what she had in her finances, and then she also had an insurance policy. But you know, they always investigate that, so he couldn't get to spend none of that. You know, it didn't last but a hot minute. Dumbass. You know, yeah, think about how you were a thug and you killed the only person. Yeah, I mean, stupid. She held him down, and now he's in there looking like a dummy. If you're interested in doing an interview, shoot us an email at, or actually shoot us a message at freshoutseries.com. And, you know, let us know what you bring to the table and how it's going to mutually benefit us. You know, a lot of people want to get on the show and then they want to use us as a launching pad to boost their career, but they ain't doing shit afterwards. They act like they don't know us. You got a lot of cats, once they get a little something, they turn into, you know, they turn into cold suckers. So, you know, we picking people to interview, but we want to make sure we interview people who can be part with a Fresh Out family, people who know how to give back and not be, you know, all about themselves. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. You know, shout out to everybody, Nate Dogg Badger, Peter Meyerhoff, Bounce Back, Sean Gumby, you know, and the list goes on as far as people who have actually given us shout outs. Raw Godbody, you know what I mean? You know, but a lot of cats, man, they got their own agenda. Kamayako Nomo, thanks for the donation. I've got nothing to add, just showing support. Hey man, we appreciate the support, brother. How would people in jail treat this dude who killed his mom? I saw people taking pics with him in there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you got guys in there who chomos who were hanging out, so I don't know what they're gonna do to him. I'm just like, it's a horrible place, and you know, basically the rest of his life would be spent behind bars. You know. Oh yeah, Jibo. Yeah. Shout out to Jibo too. I want to ask for this one, but man, look, man, you guys asking about this old funny style shit, man. Homosexuality, man. Go to another YouTube channel when they like talking about that stuff. I never, when I was in prison, hung out with dudes who were talking about having sex with another man. Everybody I talked to was talking about getting out there and busting their girlfriend's cheeks or busting the female guard's cheeks. Wouldn't nobody talk about tossing another man culo. So for those who get off on that, the booty bandits, all the homosexuality, this ain't the place for that, man. We don't promote that shit. We ain't with that shit. And the people who are doing it, I wasn't talking to them. That's their business. You know, I have nothing against it, but that ain't my cup of tea. And I don't give a damn about the people getting their cheeks busted as far as men. You want to talk about busting some female cheeks, holler at us. If you was up in there and you was in there putting it down like Peter was in there busting them guards' cheeks in Arizona or Bounce Back, other than that, we ain't trying to hear about no man-to-man. Freedom fighters, mercenaries. I didn't run across any of them coming to prison. Nah, the porn game it ain't no money, man. You putting in all that work, and you know when you guys watch a video on porn, you thinking, oh man, this dude is busting her cheek. Yeah, you busting her cheeks, but you're putting in angles and basically you're working. You got, you know, you're not like enjoying it, man, to a degree. You're enjoying it, but you're not really getting to marinate in that cooter. So when you talk about like doing porn, you know, yeah, you know, a lot of you guys fantasize, but when you get on the set, I done took plenty of people to the set and they can't get their little wee-wees up. So the porn game ain't for everybody, and don't pay. You make a little money, and then after that, you got to try to make some more money. You don't get residuals, and those videos get sent out around the world. So, you know, there's only a handful of, like, the women, they make more money, but the guys, they can stay around longer, but they ain't making all that money. You got to invest your money. You got to own your own company. That's the only way. Do some webcam or something. Prime Mover, what do you think about the coronavirus? Are you worried? There are a couple cases in LA. Where's your mask? I don't worry about that shit, man. I got a friend that was in, he just left China. He's working in Shanghai. He's spent a lot of time in Hong Kong. Man, they hyping a lot of this shit up for fear. They're pumping it out. They're going to start trying to sell us some damn vaccination. Watch. They're going to have some type of new vaccination they're going to want everybody to take. And then they're going to, then now somebody's making a ton of money off a mask. Somebody else is making a ton of money off a hand sanitizer. some new cleaning product. This is a game, man. You know what I mean? You guys, this is a hustle. If whoever knew about this outbreak that made all the money when the market went down, somebody became a billionaire. A bunch of people became billionaires and millionaires off the coronavirus. So don't buy into all the media. Somebody made a lot of money, man. Somebody came up. Yeah, he better get used to feeding books for the next 99 years because he's gonna be spanking his monkey. He's gonna be a cold what do you call it? A gunner. He's gonna be gunner for the next 99 years. Jameson Shipley, thanks for the donation. Really like the Miss Huntsman interviews. Yeah, Miss Huntsman. Shout out to Miss Huntsman too, and Jessica. You know, she gave a great interview. Both of them gave dope interviews. Shout out to both of them. The coronavirus, I wouldn't say it's fake news, but it's hyped up news. You know what I mean? Fear what controls the public. If I make you scared to death, I can basically scare you into whatever position I want to put you in. So best believe fear is a very powerful tool. Fear is used more than love. What do you think about the whole girls do porn lawsuit criminal investigation? I didn't hear about that. Yeah, shout out to Ron the Strong. He's a good dude. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bosco. Did I ever bust Chinese women's cheeks? Nah, I didn't bust Chinese. I bust a lot of Japanese women cheeks though. Bust their cheeks, man. You invest in real estate, income property. That's my next big move. Income property, cryptocurrencies, penny stocks. No, I didn't have a cell phone when I was locked up. The cell phones, people probably had them. I didn't have access to one. You know, I wasn't on a cell phone like that. I know other cats, when they got the camps and shit, they had them. So, I didn't have one in there, though. Yeah, the coronavirus. If you look at the back of some of the hand sanitizer by, I think, Lysol, one of the companies, that says coronavirus on there that is effective against the coronavirus. This shit is a game, bro. These people still play. Nah, I sold the NSX, man. I sold the NSX. I got a Bentley and Continental GT, and I'm about to sell that. I'm not really feeling it like I thought I was. Homie that's has one now locked down. It's so annoying. He calls nonstop. Yeah, you ain't got nothing going on in prison, man. So half the people in there, well, you know, they get the cell phone. All they gonna do is keep calling you. I mean, you know, most dudes, some people use the phone and you know, and make moves as far as investing. A lot of guys use those phones, man. They just calling out, man, and you just, you know, they trying to reach out to the streets. Don't nobody want to be stuck up in there talking to a bunch of dudes, man. You talk about the same stuff over and over again. You want to find out what's going on in the world. How should you get your money up when you're 20? When you're 20, start putting your time and energy into some type of business venture or idea. Because by the time you're 30, whatever you're doing, you'll be a master at it. So if you're gonna create like a car business where you're doing say window tinting or audio, or if you're gonna start doing clothing, or if you're gonna do a barber shop, or if you're gonna do makeup, whatever you're gonna do, if you start when you're young, or take a trade and learn how to be a mechanic. You know, mechanics is big money, man. You know, all that stuff. By the time you get to your late 20s, you'll be balling. You'll be balling, bro. My NSX, one of the guys who bought it is in that NSX group on Facebook. So yeah, you'll see it on there. Sancho has it. Shout out to Sancho for buying the NSX. Yeah, well, the mechanic industry, man, they hiring a lot of, they're hiring people out of the country now, man. It's a demand. I talked to a lot of guys, the guy who was working on my car. Man, these dudes, there's not enough mechanics, man. You know how many shops are backed up with work that can't get enough people to help them do the work? It's like if you're a good mechanic, you can pretty much write your own ticket, man. Especially if you know how to do tuning, if you know how to do aftermarket stuff, if you can work on if you're a German mechanic, or you know how to do any of the service on Lamborghinis, specialized cars, Volvo, man, you make money, man. You can pretty much, once you get a little experience on your belt, you can open up your own shop and make money. Replace the Bentley with an older Aston Martin V8, Vantage, or DB9. How you like those cars? You like those? I'm kind of like favoring. I kind of like that. If I was to get another luxury car, man, because I need something with some room. Even though I'm in the old schools, I like the BMW Alpina as far as a nice four-door. Former Peruvian president in McGuire Correctional Facility, Redwood, awaiting extradition. How do you think he's treated up there? Man, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Some of them jails, they dudes get special privileges, man. But who knows? He's a political guy, so he might have some political secrets. All right, Ronald, you think you're funny, huh? Let me do this for you. You always get some haters that say some stupid shit on here. When I was growing up, man, the Bentley, it just feels. I've had Mercedes, I've had BMW, I've had Porsches. The Bentley, man, is just not as agile as I would like for a big car. I've had some big Mercedes, and they don't feel like they're big cars. They handle good, and just the quality as far as how the cars open and close, how the fitment is. I don't know. I think Mercedes, the higher Mercedes, the AMG, the like the CL65, 63s, the S, the S63. I think it's just, I don't know. To my opinion, I think it's a better car. Be honest with you. Yeah, I know you gotta ignore the haters. I never got it, man. When people like over the internet, I'd never seen somebody write a note when I was growing up and talk shit. Write a note. You catch them up. You catch a cat you catch him in the hallway. You catch him in person. Man, talking shit to somebody over the phone or through an email or text, that's a buster, man. How do you get money when you work minimum wage? You got to figure out a side hustle, partner. You got to figure out something that when you're not working, you could put into yourself. See, you're making somebody else wealthy right now when you're working for minimum wage. Usually, minimum wage is a stepping stone to creating your own wage. So you can set up your own store through Etsy, through Facebook, or through one of these cartel something. I think they have. There's a bunch of them out there that you can create your own store and start selling your own stuff. But you got to become your own boss. That's the only key to being successful. Because long term, working for somebody else, man, at any given time, if they do layoffs, you're hit. Porsche 911 is nice. I've had a Porsche 911. I mean, I had an 86 Target, a classic. But yeah, Porsches are dope. I like the Porsche. I got a bunch of cars that are 2-seaters, though. A lot of my cars are already 2-seaters. Success over happiness. Thanks for the donation. You said something that really opened my eyes in the high school speech video. When you think you have to react on a whim in a situation, do something stupid or detrimental, think of 5 or 6 other options. That's right, man. A lot of times, we make choices out of emotion. We react to other people's actions rather than think about whatever it is they just did or what we heard. If you hear something, if somebody does something to you, and it's not something that you have to act on right away as far as defending yourself, think about it, man. Think about it and think about all your options pertaining to that person. Don't show your emotions on your hand. Don't let a person know just how mad you are or how much something has affected you. You got to think, man, for a minute and think about all your choices, because you don't want to just act and make a choice that's going to, get you caught up. Yeah, CL65 is dope. I had a 2002 CL65, almost 600 horsepower, 600 feet of torque. That thing was a monster. I like those cars, man, and they got a lot of room. It's a coupe, but they got a lot of room still. I still like those. Can a civilian get in trouble communicating inmate through FaceTime? It depends on what you say, man. You don't know if they snatch that phone up or if that FaceTime conversation is being recorded and it could be incriminating to you. So just be careful, man. You don't want to get yourself caught up in some bullshit. I mean, if a dude is up in there having phone sex, they don't care about that, but you don't want to get yourself caught up in anything illegal. Diet look like. I try to eat pretty healthy, man. I don't eat no fried food or any garbage. I try to eat healthy, get 5 meals in a day when I can. A lot of the stuff that I actually on WasteFilterWorkout.com, I have some of the breakdown of some of the stuff that I actually eat in my diet is on the website. Oh, the M6, I still got that. That's wifey's car. The M6 V10 naturally aspirated, that's still in the house. I still got the Cougar, the 68 Cougar. If you go on Big Herc 916, I'm doing update videos. I'll be doing a video next week. We're pulling the engine and motor. I still got that car. I still got the Chevelle, and I still got the Porsche 928. What do you like best out of Lambo, Ferrari, McLaren? Man, the Lambos, it seems like those are the cars because you can modify. A friend of mine had a McLaren 720, and it was in the shop. He took it it was in the shop 3 times in the 2-3 months he had it. So he just lemon lawed it. He gave it back. He said he actually before that he had an Aston Martin DB11, and then he said he actually was favoring the Mercedes AMG. He said that Mercedes GT. He said that GTS is a monster. The carnivore diet, yeah, I heard about that, man. You pretty much eat the whole animal. I haven't tried that yet. I mean, I still have carbs here and there. I don't do all keto. No family cars here as far as minivans. No, I don't have no kids. Why would you ever modify a 300,000 Lambo? People do it. I'm not saying I modified one. I don't have a Lambo, but I'm saying out here there's people doing it. Shoot, you got underground racing. You got sheepy racing. You got you got a couple companies that are doing twin turbo Lamborghini Gallardos and Huracans. So people got money, man. Elvin Mateos Tezanos, thanks for the donation. Did I ever have to split someone's wig in prison? If so, why not? Nah, man, I didn't have a lot of issues like that, man. I wasn't into politics. I wasn't into like the bullshit. I mean, I had to slap a dude one time, and that was about the extent of it, man. But I wasn't out there, rah-rah and doing all that stuff, man. I wasn't being all I can be up in there. I was minding my business. So, I didn't get into a situation where somebody owed me a lot of money or somebody took something from me. Whenever somebody does something like that to you, you got to handle your business because people are watching. You can't let somebody get away with disrespecting you, but I didn't have a lot of disrespectful situations in there. The 65 Shelby Cobra 427 is a monster. Great car, not a daily driver, but a great weekend car. Something you can rip around in. Ferrari F430, nice car, man. Herc, I tried selling on Etsy, Facebook, Shopify. I only got a couple sales. I spent a lot of money on ads. What should you do next? Maybe change up whatever your product is. Etsy, man, and some of these websites, it's not as easy as they make it seem. Everybody's trying to sell you on just selling something. A lot of times, it's word of mouth. And when you're selling people you don't know, if you haven't created a brand, you got to create that brand awareness where people want to buy from you because of you. So maybe working on your brand association, and then in turn, people will do more shopping because of the traffic. So if you create more traffic, then therefore your odds of conversions are higher. But just trying to sell something and you really haven't got the eyes on your particular link, it's hard, man. It's not easy. I don't really watch Vlad. I've seen the interviews here and there, but he asks, the questions he asks is kind of like almost interrogation type questions. But I mean, he's a popular, platform. If I went on there, I would keep it very simple. But I don't really watch a lot of Vlad. I watch more motivation stuff and car stuff. Oh, your grandma got a 1968 Pontiac Le Mans. Oh, those look like the GTOs. It's got probably, if it's got a stock motor, I mean, something like that, you want to y'all know, keeping it stock, sometimes people think it's worth more, but they handle like garbage. So, you'd have to, update the engine, maybe throw an EFI setup, do the suspension. First thing you always do on a car is the suspension and the brakes. Then you do the motor and tranny, and then you're good. But always start with the suspension and brakes. Would you get a Lamborghini Gallardo? You know what? I haven't driven one. I do like the Lambos. Gallardo, people do a lot with those motors. You're not going to really lose on it. I mean, it's still an exotic. It might be an entry level, but it's a Lambo. You can't really go wrong with it. So, let's get the shout-outs in, y'all. Somebody said pressure washing business. Yeah, this depends on where you're at. I mean, I know people, I've talked to someone who said they made 6 figures off of doing landscaping. Dodge Challengers, I only like the old school ones. I don't like the new ones. I'm sorry about it, but I had a 73, 73, 72. I had a 70, well, actually I had a 73 and a 72, but I like the old school Challengers. Shout out to Seattle. Do you work on your car to pay? I got somebody that I work with that does my cars for me. I don't really do a lot of the wrenching, but I do the mouthpiece aspect of it as far as when it comes to selling or building something. I'm working on something. I'm going to have a car that I'm going to be selling to consumers that's going to be a turnkey car here in a minute. Shout out to Seattle. Audi S8, nice car, man. I mean, Audi S8's clean, man. Shout out to Sing Sing. Shout out to ATL. Shout out to Sacktown. Shout out to the homie Dave out in Oklahoma, man. Safe travels, brother. Shout out to Frisco. Skyline GTR, nice car, man. That thing's a monster. Shout out to London. Shout out to Paso Robles, California. Shout out to Portland. NorCal 209, St. Louis, Missouri. France. Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to Holland, Milwaukee. Tucson, Arizona. Watsonville, California. Oh, yeah, the M8. Nice car. San Diego. Dallas, Texas. Jerusalem, Simi Valley. London, Ontario. North Carolina. Melbourne, Australia. 519. Texarkana, Texas. Philly, Brazil. Holland, Amsterdam. Lion from France, living in Lima, Peru. Dominican Republic. Patterson, New Jersey. Everybody in the military. Shout out to all y'all, man. Renton, Washington. Detroit. Sinaloa, Mexico. Newark, New Jersey. Alabama. Algeria. 818. Huntington Beach. Antarctica. East Los. Oakland. Houston. Fox Body Mustangs, they cool, but I'm more old school Mustangs, 67, 68, 69. Antarctica, Warsaw, Toronto, Albany, Georgia, 408. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who tuned in, everybody who represents Camp Pendleton, Marine Corps, the U.S. Army, Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, all y'all, man. Hey, I love y'all. Tune in next week. Hey, stay positive. Tell your loved ones you love them. And, watch out for the suckers, man. You got a lot, keep your circle tight, man, and eliminate all opposition as far as people who aren't with your movement, man. Stay positive. All right, y'all. Big Herc, 916, getting down fresh out. I'm out.